Testing. All right. You can cut out that other.
Hey, yo, aim. Yeah. Run it up, Blondo.
Hey, see y'all from Texas, where we sit riding swangers and put diamonds in our neck.
How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing tonight? It is Friday night, December the 27th, in the year of our Lord, 2024. And this is HBCU Tonight. As always, you know it's powered by HBCU Overdrive. Make sure that you like this stream, comment, share, but most of all, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell to get everything HBCU Overdrive. And trying to get everybody to come on up in here. And as always, you know, we do simulcast on both YouTube and Twitter. So if you're on Twitter, make sure you hit the follow button on Twitter and then hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel. Also, you can follow me on all other platforms such as Instagram, TikTok. I'm on there. Blue Sky, I am on there also, so hit me up on Blue Sky. And last but not least, Twitter. That's it. That's it, man. But other than that, what's going on? Everybody's joining in, coming on up in here, join us for the festivities for tonight. Ain't gonna be too long. Gonna try to keep it short and sweet. But here we go. We got my boy Thad up in here. Make sure you check out his podcast, Beard of Legend. If you into streaming, if you're into Twitch, if you're into gaming, if you're into anime, check them out. And if you want to get all the good band content, follow my nephew JTV videos on YouTube. My man hit 1,000 subscribers. So first and foremost, let's give him a round of applause. But yeah, who else we got up in here? Yes, sir. What's going on, Uncle Sid? What's happening, Square? D.I. Love as always. Yes, sir. Oh my goodness. But before we jump up into this, man, just want to go ahead and see how everybody Christmas was. My Christmas did not turn out the way I wanted to turn out, but at the same time, I am alive and I am here and I am breathing and I am 6 feet above ground. So I cannot complain about my Christmas. I cannot complain about anything because he see me through. Other than that, you know, hey Brand, hey Brand. I know you here. Other than that, you know, my sister did come by. She gave me some, you know, she sent the Mexican food over to the house. You know, I had to tear it up. It was good. It was too good. You know, we try to do non-traditional things for Christmas as far as when it comes to food, and it was right. Yep, another day to get look. It's another day to get it right. It's another day to get it right. I cannot sit here and complain about what I don't have, what I need to have, what I should have. Um, and some of that we're gonna leave that in this year. All right. But other than that, um, I some other things is going on. Um, Finally got my health insurance for my job, so getting that all set up. Got my HSA, my FSA card in the mail like a week and a half ago. Got everything going on for me. So we're gonna go into this new year. Um, we're gonna start off, kick it off right, as far as getting the health, together, as far as getting the weight down, as far as getting uh, the mental. The mental, got to get them. You got to make sure you get the mental right, and you know, it is what it is. But see who else we got up in here. We got Miss Quay up in here, the head honcho moderator. We got my boy Freddie G. What's up, Square? And we got Doctor. Let's repeat, Doctor Israel Carey. You know what I'm saying? It's just like saying Pimp Nate Slipback from the Boondocks. You got to say the whole thing. Dr. Israel Carey. Not just Israel. Dr. Israel Carey. Might want to change your name on there to the good doctor. To the good doctor. But before we go ahead and get into the spill of this whole of the show, we're gonna go ahead and take one quick commercial break. We'll be back in 1 minute. It's your boy Doc Holiday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and members only live chats. And also, you can get birthday shoutouts on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal, David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle, David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket. All right, we back. We are back. Now, I did get something in my inbox the other day, and I want to go ahead and read this email from the people who sent it to me. Let me see. It's under here. All right. So this is from Brian Walker. He is he's the founder of HBCU Prep School. So he emailed me. He said, Doc, I'm a fan of your YouTube channel. I attached a copy of our music video, the ABCs of HBCUs anthem, to this email for you to post on HBC Overdrive. It's great content for HBC Overdrive. So they sent me that. And so basically, this is inspired by the best-selling book series of the same title. The ABC's HBCU's anthem challenges the mainstream media's list of top colleges while celebrating the rich legacies of historically Black colleges and universities. Watch as our adorable hashtag HBCU bound actors pay homage to HBCU greats like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Thurgood Marshall, Vice President Kamala Harris, W.E.B. Du Bois, Oprah Winfrey, the Hidden Figures ladies, and Chadwick Boseman. Now, this was written and directed by Claudia Walker, who is a Spelman College alum and the videography is by Jay Cox, who is a Howard alum, and the beat was produced by Mario. So let me go ahead and play this right here, and I want to get y'all feedback on this. Okay. Hey, hey, that about to bring a tear to my eye seeing them kids doing that. Whew. Oh man, so you can go to HBCU preschool, HBCUprepschool.com and check out everything on there. Um, I did tell them that I was going to go ahead and put this on there. Go to www.hbcuprepschool.com, and you'll find everything on there. Man, that was a nice thing that he did. And sent me the video, and I told him that I loved it. So I sent him an email back, and I told him I'm going to put it on the show. So Brian Walker, if you out there, if you watching it right now, man, make sure you check it. If you're not watching it live, make sure you check out the replay, because I did say that I'm going to keep my word as far as giving, sending the video out there. All right. So that's something that we need to do, when I say get to um you know, being influenced for the youth. That's something that I want to work on too. That's one of my goals also, being influencer for the youth. Make sure that, try to get the youth to come to our HBCUs. Now I do want to shout out to my homegirl. Her name is Andrea. I went to school with her at Stephen F. Foster when I took my little stint from school. Um, but her son, who was a senior at Duncanville High School, class of 25, uh, read off his list of schools that he wanted to go to. For one, his mom's alma mater, Stephen F. Austin's on there. I think I seen Xavier, Jackson State, Alabama State, FAMU. Um, Let me see. There's some other schools on there. North Carolina A&T, but I think uh, he chose. He got accepted into North Carolina A&T. So I want to give my homegirl, her son, his flowers and a round of applause right there. But I told him it's still early, but you know what I'm saying? We try to convince him to go to D I Love, you know. I'm telling him, join the Sunday Boom. So you say I should start the video off with start off with the video with that. I'm gonna ask him to see what he can do for me. I'm gonna ask him. So I'm gonna play this clip for my friend so she can, show it to her son. So y'all like to say video? Yes, Miss Bonnie, that was a very nice video, touching. So yeah, them kids had me going. I don't get no look. I don't get no break. I don't get no break. I I work for Walgreens, so I don't get no break. So, but apparently, I got Christmas off. I did work Christmas Eve, but I got Christmas off, so that was a good thing for me. Um, that was a good thing for me. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get into our show. First thing first. First thing first. Before we get it, let's do this. Um, there's a couple of people that have found their way to the ancestors this past week. One of them was one of my favorite baseball players of all time, and Ricky Henderson. Um, when I lived in Oakland, when I was young, it was, I seen, you could say I could sing celebrities out of the wazoo. I done seen the MC Hammers. I done seen the Two Shorts. I seen the uh, um, Tim Hardaway and Chris Mullin and Mitch Richmond with the Golden State Warriors and stuff like that. But then when it came to baseball, I seen that man, Ricky Henderson, used to drive through the hood where I stayed at and just be amongst the kids. So, but on December the 24th, his life, I don't know what it was, but he passed away at the age of 65. And the crazy thing was his birthday fell on Christmas Day. So he didn't get to live to see his birthday. Ricky Henderson was pretty much, like I said, one of my favorite baseball players. I did grow up when I lived in Oakland, cheer for the Oakland A's, the Bash brothers with Canseco and McGuire, Dave Stewart, Dave Henderson, just a plethora, just a plethora of people, Dennis Eckersley. But like I said, Ricky Henderson was synonymous to Oakland, and the greatest leadoff hitter of all time, the greatest base stealer of all time. Nobody will not break his record. I don't care what anybody say. Nobody will not break his record. But yeah, that's one of the other things. And then the other one we just got today was CBS Sports broadcaster Greg Gumbel dead at 78, which that surprised me because he was one of my influences into being a sportscaster. So for one, to hear him do the selection show with March Madness, and then two, NFL broadcasts on Sundays. But the main part was him doing the Masters with Vern Lundquist. Man, that just takes me about. But like I said, we got legends leaving us, going to the ancestors, leaving us to the ancestors, hoping that they looking down on us, and hopefully they see that sports is going to be the cure for everything. But could send the condolences to his family, to both families. They will be missed. They will be missed. Let's see what else we got going on up here. My phone is buzzing. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get going. Let's go ahead and get going. So, in the span of a whole week, y'all, we got Michael Vick going to coach at Norfolk State, going back to his hometown. I understand that hire. He doesn't have any coaching experience, but I understand the hire because he is from the area and they need a lightning rod to get themselves competitive. And so why not name one of the most electrifying players in the NFL as to be a head coach? But now couple of days removed from that, we get another one as a head coach. Former NFL wide receiver Deshaun Jackson named the new head football coach at Delaware State. It is official. Um, the school has announced that he is the next head football coach at Dell State. Um, don't know what the terms are of the contract. Though, of course, those will come out later on. They'll probably come out later on in the week. But this one, I kind of had to scratch my head. I scratched my head on this one, but I kind of understood where Delaware State is going because they need a jolt in the arm too. They haven't had too much of a winning culture at the school also. So why not go and get one of the pretty much best punt returner, kick returners, and best wide receivers that the NFL has produced in Deshaun Jackson. And let's go ahead and read. I mean, people don't understand. Let's read the bio for Mr. D Jack, Mr. 10,000 yards. So, of course, let's go ahead and get into it. Of course, Deshaun Jackson grew up in L.A. Basically, he's from Crenshaw. If y'all know what Crenshaw is, go watch Boys in the Hood. Go watch South Central. But Crenshaw, South Central Los Angeles, not too far from Compton. But he did go to Long Beach Poly High School, pretty much one of the most well-known and recognized high schools in the state of California. Of course, Snoop went there. Snoop went there, but we talking about Deshaun Jackson ran track, led his team to a CIS Southern Section championship. Most valuable player in the All-American Army, U.S. Army All-American Bowl in San Antonio. Took his talents over to UC Berkeley, where pretty much him and Marshawn Lynch, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Aaron Rodgers was on that team also. Yep, Cameron Diaz. Yeah. That was a good team. That was a good team back then where he was with Cal. And it's not easy to get in Cal because Cal is more like an Ivy League of the West. But he left at the end of the 2007 season, got drafted in 2008 NFL draft. And I think got drafted in the second round, so he had to prove himself in a sense. But as an NFL player, he did have some good seasons. Played on 4 teams, well 3 teams, because he played with the Eagles twice. Also played with the Redskins and the Buccaneers. Oh, let me take that back. Also played with the Rams, the Raiders, and the Baltimore Ravens. So he actually had played for 6 teams. Retired uh, in 2023 as an Eagle. And y'all know I'm a Cowboys fan, so I don't even really go, talk too much about the Eagles like that. But his whole career uh, had over 641 catches, 11,263 yards, um, 58 touchdowns receiving. Also, also had 463 yards on the ground with 4 touchdowns, but he made most of his money in on special teams, close to a little bit over 1,300 yards as a punt returner and 4 touchdowns. And pretty much that's, like I said, that's where he made his bones at, in the punt return game and as a speed demon burner. Um, let's get back to it, because afterwards they said that there's a retirement. Um, as a retirement, so his coaching career started at Woodrow Wilson Classical High School, which is, I think that's in Long Beach. So he was the offensive coordinator for Woodrow Wilson in Long Beach, California, and of course today was officially named the head coach at Delaware State University. So um, he still, and the fact that he still lives in the area, that's the thing that pretty much drove Delaware State to actually go up there, go to talk to him, because he stays in New Jersey. New Jersey's not that, from what I heard, New Jersey's not that far from Delaware. Um, but the best thing about this, and I'm gonna say this, we're gonna take it with a grain of salt. The best thing that Deshaun Jackson said was he always wanted to coach at an HBCU. Um, he always wanted to coach at an HBCU. He he didn't put he did not put God in, God sent me here. That's one thing I did not, you know I seen from what he said. Um, but um, the thing about it is that he wants to coach, and and you know what can what can what's the thing I'm about to try to say? To me, it's always going to be about connections. Um, it's always going to be about connections. It's always going to be about who he has in his corner. Um, to me, and it's the same thing as for it's the same thing for Michael Vick at Norfolk. Who do you um who do you have around you? Who do you have around you will dictate your success? So that's my thing. Who you have around you will dictate your success. And you know, the fact that both of these guys, D-Jack and Mike and Vic, they were both teammates at one point in time when they would play with the Eagles. Okay. Um, they have they have their former head coach who is backing them up, and Andy Reid. Um, and of course, Mike, he got other coaches. His old high school coach and Coach Reeman from Warwick. Uh, he got a plethora of people that is on his side, and it's the same thing that's going to be for Deshaun Jackson. Who he has in his corner, who he has on his side, um, will determine how successful he will be as a head football coach. Now, we are in the era of NIL. We are in the era of transfer portal. So now we are in the era of having college general managers. So also who they have as a general manager will determine how their team will determine also their team's success. Norfolk probably has, I think Norfolk has the better advantage because of the simple fact that Vic can go into those areas in the Hampton Roads area and pull kids out and keep them in house. Now, with Deshaun, his is more of a tricky situation because Delaware, is not really a big hotbed for high school football. You know what I'm saying? It's not a hotbed for high school football. But he can actually go into South New Jersey. He can actually go into Philadelphia. Michael Vick can go into Philadelphia too if he wanted to. He can also go um, uh, um, into the DMV because he did play in DC. He can go to Baltimore. He played for the Ravens. So in a sense, it's basically uh what where can he attract these kids from, and where can they attract these kids from? And I know with the name, because of their names, they can attract kids. Um, so that's to me, that's where your success is going to be. And and let's just say this. Let's say this. Yes, Dion. It was started. You can say it kind of started by Dion, but if you really think about it, if you want to have sustained success, look at the model of what Eddie George has done with Tennessee State. Now, don't get me wrong. They're gonna call everybody gonna call Prime. Eddie George called Prime. Michael Vick gonna call Prime. I know Deshaun Jackson gonna call Prime. But Prime situation is different from Eddie's. It's going to be different from it's going to be different from Mike's. It's going to be different from Deshaun's. But let's um let's get this, let's get it settled. Let's get it straight. your name is gonna, you're gonna follow. You're gonna listen to Dion because your name is gonna follow. But I will look at, like I said, I would look at the blueprint of what Eddie George has done at Tennessee State in the 4 years that he's been at Tennessee State. He turned a team, a program that was pretty much almost at rock bottom, and basically turned them into conference champions and to playoff contenders. Um, and if I'm Mike, if I'm both of those coaches, I be, you in the MEAC now. I mean, the dean, to me, the dean of the MEAC now is Trey Oliver, Larry Scott. You could call them. And if you really want to know how to get your team prepared and get them ready and get it situated, there's a phone number that starts with a 601. There's a man by the name of TC Taylor. He's a championship coach now. I'll be picking the brain off of him. How you get it done in 2 years? Even with Chili's, how you get it done in a year? So those are the names I'll be looking at. And this is a good one right here. Eddie George is building similar to Pete Richardson. Yeah, Pete Richardson. I heard when he got to Southern, he had some rocky time, the rocky years at Southern. Then shit, the '90s came and he just took off. It just took off. So I'll be on the coach. I'll be on the call and calling all them coaches. Be on the call calling all them coaches. Like I said, what is your, to me, like I said, what is your philosophy for offense? What is your philosophy for defense? What is your overall team philosophy going to be? Those are things that need to be established right now. Those are the things that you need to have right now. What are your philosophies? Offense, defense, and overall team philosophy. That way, and in a sense, you will be a successful head coach. Uh, but let's not take away from the fact that when I say it's the celebrity way, you know, in a sense, out of all the coaches that are former football players that played in the league, the only celebrity is Deion Sanders making doing reality TV and on all the commercials and stuff. Like he had to make his name. He had to keep his name relevant. That's that's what separates a lot of folks from him. And to give him his credit, he's a marketing genius. So, um, like I said, not to take away from all the other coaches um, that want to be in our space, but let's talk about the coaches that need to have that should get an opportunity to be a head coach. Let's talk about Anton Sewell, the defensive coordinator over at Morgan State. He's definitely head coach material. Let's talk about my partner over at HBCU Nightly, KJ Black. Y'all know he worked for the Atlanta Falcons, but he is primed to be. To me, he is primed to be a head coach. Let's talk about Quentin Morgan over at Langston. What he's done with that program in the 4 or 5 years that he's been there, and doing it in a predominantly white conference on the NAIA level. Let's talk about him. Let's talk about Jarrell Jackson over at Texas College and what he took over in North Tyler. And he's building a good program. Went 7-3 this past year. Let's even talk about the coaches on our own coaching staff. Terrenzo Quinn is by far the next best thing to be a head coach. I don't want to be a head coach right now because I love the way he does. You know, we works with the defense, but at the same time, his opportunity is going to be coming. His opportunity is going to be coming. And let's talk about the coach that hasn't gotten the fanfare, but I said on this show that he was going to get the job at Prairie View, and that is Tremaine Jackson from Valdosta State. The man the past weekend was in the D2 National Championship game. Even though they did get thumped by Ferris State is just a whole nother monster within itself. Let's talk about how this man came in. He came in quiet. He know the SWAC. He knows Texas. I said this. He knows Texas. Let's see what he gets. You know, he's going to get a couple of his players from Valdosta to come over there to PV. He's going to hit the transfer portal. He's going to hit them. He's going to hit the JUCOs in Texas. He's going to hit these high schools in Texas. Starting off in his own backyard in Houston. Work your way up to East Texas. Then hit Dallas Fort Worth. Then go to Austin, San Antonio. Like, I said it from on here. He is going to be the next head football coach. He is going to be the next head football coach. And like I said, Michael Vick, I don't call him, I mean, his celebrity status was for his athletic purposes. I know I think they did do a reality show, but that was with his wife, Kiafa, who was a Hampton graduate. But he stayed out of the spotlight after he came home from prison. Deshaun Jackson to me is not a celebrity coach. Deshaun Jackson is an ex-NFL player who happens to become a head football coach now. Same thing that was with Mike Mentor. Shout out to him. He did sign. He's going over to be a coordinator over at Sacramento State with Brendan Marion. But we also got other coaches that played in the NFL too. I said it yesterday. Sean Gilbert over at Livingstone College. It was a great NFL defensive tackle. And he's now the head coach of Livingstone, his alma mater. Let's talk about it. Mika Joseph played in the NFL. Head coach over at Grambling. Eddie Robinson Jr. played in the NFL. Was a sports broadcaster for BET at MBC back in the day. He's the head football coach at Alabama State. Sam Shea over at Miles. Let's give these other guys some praises. But I do Now, I do want to do. I do want to go over to the MEAC coaches call because now it's going to be very interesting with those two in the fold, and I want to see what they got to say. So, more like I'm going to try to get up in them calls. So I gotta call my guy. I gotta hit up my guy Stephen Gaither, see if he can get me up in there. Um, But yeah, I think this is a good opportunity for them guys to get themselves in the door. Hopefully they stay more than 2 years or so. Hopefully they have it in the contract. Like you got to stay the 4 years or 3 years or however many years we're gonna give you. Um, and then if you decide to leave, what are you gonna what is it to us? What are you gonna give to us? Um, so we still got some openings. We still got some openings right now. Mississippi Valley's the head coaching job is still open. Alabama A&M job is still open. I think it's one more. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's not Elizabeth City. They just named the head coach. Adrian Jones went over there. Shaw just named the head coach. I'm still scratching my head about that. Um, I think it's hmm, trying to figure out. Trying to figure out. I know it's three, but one is in the CIAA, so I can tell you that. Interim coach for Fort Valley named the interim coach last week, so they're gonna wait till that be filled out. So we shall see. We shall see. And then let me find this right here. Trying to find this. Yeah, I got to do all this. Okay, trying to figure out. Anyway, I'm trying to find this damn thing. I forgot I did a hard reset on my laptop, and I got to re-sign in mostly everything that I have. But anyway, um, then you get some goofy ass shit like this with Tyreek Hill talking about um line up my HBCU head coach gig. Like, uh, I don't take that dude seriously. I don't take him seriously. Uh, he's one of those guys where I'm like, what is like? I don't take you seriously. What are you doing? Um, and to me, I just feel like he's a he's a he's self-centered. Um, okay. He's self-centered, so I'm trying to find this damn thing, and I want to get y'all reaction on that. Here you go. What up, man? I had nothing to do with that, bro. Oh yes, make sure if you are in here, make sure you want to join the NIL collective. Sign up over there with KC1400collective.com. I'll be over there to sign up myself. So yeah, let me share this screen. So I don't know if y'all can see it big, but um he said, have my HBCU gig ready. And everybody done came after this man. And I just said, somebody come give this man a vasectomy. Uh, folks been going after him. Folks been going after him. Um, folks have been jumping on his. Folks have been jumping on his head about what's going on, and to me, it's like I can't. I'm not gonna take this dude seriously. Yeah, she did. Yeah, Keisha nailed it with her. She nailed it with her comment. She nailed it with her comment. She said, "We, the HBCU delegation, will pass on this at this time. You're making it into a joke. It's not. That's why we gatekeep our institutions because of stuff like this." And then she said, you got a squad of kids on your own. We good over here in the HBCU ranks. Um, he don't need to do anything. He don't need to do anything. He needs to make sure the Miami Dolphins get into the damn playoffs next this year. What's going on, Mr. Charles? He needs to make sure that the Dolphins go to the playoffs this year. So what he needs to worry about is, and I ain't in nobody's business like that. What you need to worry about is why he keep producing all these damn kids. And I hope that I hope that money is enough because that child support gonna be out the ass. You know, it's already crazy because I pay child support, but his child support just gonna be stupid ridiculous. But at the same time, that's the reason why we gatekeep. And to me, the WAC, like I said, both Mike Vick and Deshaun Jackson came into this. They came in this humbly. Even Eddie George came up into the game humbly. Um, so now, let's see what they can do on the field. Let's see what they could do on the field. Make sure these kids go to class. Get them ready for the football field and get them ready for the season in 2025 because it's going to be a very interesting one. Now, let's talk about how the MEAC conference, the folks in the MEAC. Let's talk about some of the pundits in the MEAC tried to come for us SWAC folks. They tried to come for us SWAC folks, and they said, "Well, the MEAC is more physically." It's more physical than a SWAC. The SWAC is more finesse, but the SWAC has a celebrity coach in Dion. They got these celebrity hire coaches in Dion and Eddie Robinson, and then with Hugh Jackson and stuff like that. But at the same time, within a whole week, the MEAC just hired two former, not just former NFL players, former Philadelphia Eagles players. One of the most electrifying player in the 21st century, and Michael Vick, and then one of the best deep threats that was in the game in Deshaun Jackson. And then they want to talk about us, they want to talk about us. They want to talk bad about us now. After we done spanked y'all ass up and down the field 2 weeks ago, we beat y'all with our own physicality. Let me preach. Let me say this again. Jackson State, that school on the west side, 1400 block, spanked y'all ass up and down the field with physicality for 4 quarters, in South Carolina State tapped out. And then y'all want to say y'all preach physicality. Why? Because what? You play Ivy League schools? What? You play the FCS schools that's within your region, which is good for y'all. I mean, you only got 6 teams. You only got 6 teams. Yeah, look, Quay, tapping. Like they was wrestling, tapping. Like Kurt Angle, we done put them in an ankle lock. Just tapping. And guess what? We're gonna have that same physicality again next season. So be mindful and watch the words that you say to us over here in the SWAC. You know, we'll get down for ours. Except for that school in Tallahassee. We don't care about them. Nobody cares about them. Hey, I'd rather have hey, bro, I'd rather have PV talking shit. Cause why are they in the SWAC and they the original charter members of the SWAC to be honest with anybody? I'd rather have them talking shit than to have them folks over in the MEAC try to talk noise on. Oh, ain't nobody choosing violence. You know, violence was already chose 2 weeks ago. We chose violence 2 weeks ago. We saw what happened with that. We saw what happened with that. So, hey, they say they the physicality league, the physicality conference. We just have to show them. We just have to show them. We have to show them. I need to get that dang on video. Belt the ass. Belt the ass. It was like the scene off of it was like the scene off of House Party, the first one, the original House Party, where kids snuck back into the house and Robin Harris, God rest his soul, was waiting on for him with the belt. And he put belt the ass on kid because he snuck out the house when he was once supposed to sneak out to go to the party because he was on punishment for fighting at school. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that scene right there where it was at the end. He beat the brightness off his ass. That's what we did. That's what Jackson State did to the MEAC in the Celebration Bowl. Like, come on now, man. Y'all want to preach the physicality. Y'all the physicality league. Yeah, shout out to Kobe. Kobe, go on and send me that. I need you to run me that fireplace. It goes, it might look good going with, to this my little fountain right here that I got right here. My little namaste fountain. But yeah, man. It's all jokes. It's all funny jokes. And to me, it's always gonna be football season where I come from. In here in Texas, it's always football season. We don't care. Hell, uh, it is what it is. Yeah, caught little Chris knocking the trash cans down. He went straight belt the ass on him. Yeah. yeah, they don't know what to do with us now. They don't know what to do with us. But anyway, man, look, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. Um, gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back in just a minute. Yo, it's your boy Doc Holiday with HBCU Overdrive, and I am proud to sponsor Merch Sports. Check out his new line of collection, the Black College Football Fan Club collection. It's basically designed to show support and give respect to the rich history and tradition of black college football. And as you already know, the best college players had to play at HBCUs before integration. So go ahead and check it out over at shopmerchsports.com. Merch Sports. Merch for the sports enthusiasts. All right, man. So we back, y'all. Now we just gonna go to part of the show where I kind of thought about this the other day, because I said I wasn't gonna do a show until New Year's Eve, but with all the stuff that's been going on as far as head coaching changes and head coaching announcements and stuff like that, I'm like, I had to do a show just for that. But I want to ask y'all some things. We are almost to the end of 2024. In fact, we got what? 4 days left. 4 days left to the end of the year. What are some things? What are the bullshit that you want to leave in 2024? Leave all that BS in 2024. Put it in the chat. What are some things that you want to leave in 2024? What? Let's get to it. Lord Jesus. Lead that Negro in 2024. Lead that Negro in 2024. Leave that stuff in 2024. So I know one thing I said I want to leave. Is let's leave Ed Reed in 24. Let's leave him. Leave him on the back burner. Let's leave him. Let's leave him. Keep him. Tell him he don't go past December the 31st. He don't go past the 31st. No more tussling with animals that slither. That means rattlers and hey, hey, right, that's the prize missing toes. Yes, leave that shit where his toes used to be at. Leave that shit right there. All right. What's another one? Um, yeah, we're gonna leave the snakes. We're gonna leave double agents. We're gonna leave backstabbers. We're gonna leave uh agents of chaos. Uh, gonna leave all that stuff in 24. Um, gonna leave all the folks that don't belong in our space. In 24, we're gonna leave anybody that is not aligned with what we got going on for the year 2025 and beyond. Leave their ass there too. Um, leave all the drama to your mama. You already know we gonna say leave FAMU in 24 too. Tell them to go back to the MEAC. Leave unforgiveness. That's a good one right there. Leave all that bullshit. Leave all that bullshit behind. At the same time, let's promote peace and prosperity. Let's promote um, togetherness. Um, let's promote, you know, let's promote this ass whooping that we're gonna give to everybody at HBCU football next season. Um, we're gonna leave all that stuff. We're gonna leave everything, man. Um, if like I said, if you're not aligned with what I got going on, like with me and my crew, what we got going on, what we gonna have going on, what we gonna bring to the table. Um, leave it. We don't want you. You can stay behind. What up, Coach Simmons, man? Hey, uh, hit me up on Twitter, man. Make sure you doing all right, bro. Uh, leave all the troublemakers and the attention whores at 24. Let's go. Yes, no more of the fake love, hate, and cutthroat behavior. Leave all the screenshot and shit in 24 too. If you ain't down for the coaches, stay your ass and stay your ass on December the 31st, 2024. You will not pass go. You will not collect $200. Yes, I said it. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Don't none of that stuff. Leave your ass behind. What TC said? The train has left the station. We ain't selling no more tickets. And if anybody got a problem with us blocking you, oh well, oh well. Leave that screenshot and shit. None of that. I don't want to see none of that stuff. If you're not aligned with what we got going on, if you're not aligned to how we're gonna grow this platform right here, if you're not aligned with the all the things that we're going to do with the travel, with the interviews, with you know um, promotion of the NILs. It don't have to be Jackson State. It could be Southern. It could be Grambling. It could be Prairie View. It could be anybody that got an NIL collective. If you ain't down to help get these schools, get these student athletes to where they need to go, keep your punk ass up in 2024. I don't know about stop cursing, man. That's sometimes it just slips out, you know. So I don't want to hear none of that stuff. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody else, no other podcast. If they ain't cool with me, align with me, or down with me, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. What's going on, Square? So we block list, whatever, however you want to call it, however you want to call it, however you want to cleanse this up. You know, hell, Mississippi Valley, Mean Green Marching Machine, your ass can stay at 24-2 trying to buy going to the Trump presidential inauguration parade. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. All the DDRs can stay where they at. Stay where you at. I'm just, at the same time, I don't listen to this dude's music, but he kind of had something to say, and it was about Mo3. He said, "Everybody ain't your friend, and everybody ain't your partner." You know, some of the words they mean something. What up, Mr. Brown? Them words mean something. Like for real. Okay, Uncle Edwin, if you say so. I know you the band man, you the band man up in here. If you say so, but they just got to be ready for that backlash that come to it. Um, and then the other thing to me is what to expect. What to expect in 25. And we'll kind of get into a more of a full gist of it on Tuesday. Um, but what to expect for 2025? Well, for me, more traveling, more content, um, um, more look for me more in being in the media space, legit. Uh, hey, yo. Oh, she said, "Oh Lord," she said, "I slap holes in my sleep." Oh Lord, oh Lord. I guess they would.
He got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
Hey, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
Oh Jesus, I'm done. I'm done. But now we're gonna for expect for 2025. Gonna get some more people that can bring more content. Gonna have some more people we could do it have under this umbrella right here. Because I'm trying to branch out and grow. We're trying to branch out and grow. Now I know one thing I won't be able to do for next year is Suno. I won't be able to do that because I want to be more focused on all HBCUs and just try to do what I can. Um, But with me, with me being a better father to both of my girls, um, one day to be a better husband when that time comes. Um, uh, but like, just expect more, not more of the same, but we're gonna go on a different approach. Gonna go on a different wavelength. Oh yeah, I gotta go. Me and Mr. Edwin, we gotta head over to Highland Hills to Highland Hills to go to Paul Quinn. We gotta head over there. It is a must for this year, for 25 to go to Paul Quinn. Uh, and also, what to expect for 25 is a repeat of being national champs. Okay, so one thing we need to do as far as how we get this platform grown is we can be at all the games is always going to be funded. It's always going to be funded. That's the main thing. Um, a part of what I'm going to do is on my end, I am going to try to save more money to where I have on the back end. But the other part is yes, it's always going to be funded. Funding is the biggest part of this whole thing to where get me, we could get there, we could shoot all the content, we could talk to all the people, and we can, that's the main thing. It's always going to be funded. So we just come up with some ideas of how we could get that going. Because I know I rely on y'all all the time, and I thank y'all. I thank y'all for the time. Wherever I had to go, y'all sent me. You provided and you sent me there. So the main thing is always going to be funded. Um, and to keep the platform growing, I had to get better at articulating. I had to get better, with my speaking, with my public speaking. I, you know, for those that don't know, I could be much of an introvert a little bit, but since I'm on this platform all the time. Got to come out of my shell. So I'm going to be doing more articulating. I'm going to be doing a lot of things as far as speech pathology. So we can get all, I could get better with that. Uh, do more research, um, and just try to, you know, prioritize my time when it comes down to it. Cause that's the main thing. Main thing is prioritizing the time. But we got time for that. We got time for that, and we can um, talk. We all talk offline about that. And it is Kwanzaa, so it is day 2 of Kwanzaa. It is day 2 of Kwanzaa. Thank you, Mr. Edwin. Yes, sir. To the Kujichu Kujichu. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm tongue tied on that. But basically, y'all know what it is. To define ourselves, to name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves. That's what a perfect way to say what I wanted to say. I just got tongue tied trying to say that word. So So of course, with basketball season coming up, we're gonna do a little bit more basketball. We're gonna do some basketball content for the SWAC. And of course, I'm gonna try to see what we can do is for the MEAC, because this is HBCU Overdrive. This is got to cover everything. Um, Also, I'm trying to get with my guy Jeremiah. Uh, we got baseball season coming up, in the new year, so that should be coming up in February. Um, Track and field is also coming up. Um, Trying to see what else we got coming up. Of course, with football, it's always gonna be with football. Football, you got National Signing Day coming in February. We got spring, you got spring practice, spring ball coming up, and also the second wave of portal kids coming up too. Um, so you got that coming in, and then you got the you got summer camp. So hey man, why you gotta change my name like that? Nah, we good, man. But nah, man, we got all those things coming. We got all those things coming up. Like I said, we got a lot of things. Just got a lot of things coming up. So we just gonna try to work and make a plan. Um, because I'm telling you, I ain't too much good at making plans like that. I'm a just just go with the flow type person. But that's one thing I'm gonna work on in 2025. Oh yeah, Texas Relays. If you ain't never been to Texas Relays, and I ain't talking about the racing on the track, but the party scene at Texas Relays. Y'all need to make y'all way down to Austin, man. Y'all need to make y'all way down to Austin. Um, so yeah. What we heard? What we heard, man? What we heard? Oh Lord. Oh man, happy birthday to Deuce McAllister. But ooh, now um, Michael Vick got his first commit today, and it's from Nick Booker Brown, defensive tackle transfer from UTSA. Congratulations, Coach Vick. That's crazy to say right there. That's crazy to say, Coach Vick. The I think the first travel day is the Legacy Bowl, so I did put my credentials in for that. So um I'm just waiting back from them to see what's going on, if they accepted or not. Um, y'all know y'all know in a week and a half, y'all. Next week, y'all, y'all get ready for J5. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, heard about Greg Gumbel. Did a thing about him earlier. Uh, hmm. Make sure y'all. Uh, and also, man, make sure, like I said, make sure you go into the new year uh, on a positive note. Get your black eyed peas. Get your, if you got greens, get your greens. And I don't know how to cook greens like that yet. Somebody teach me. But I will get some I will get a head of cabbage. Uh, that's just as I know that's just as good right there. Uh, and get your cornbread. Got my cornbread ready. Gonna have my black eyed peas. Got my chicken that's in the freezers. I'm gonna get that going for New Year's. So gotta cook for New Year's and bring in the New Year's right. Clean up the house. Clean up the house. Open the doors and the windows. Let all the bad juju out of the house. Bring in the good one. It's another thing that I do. I got this from my ex-wife. So I take a couple of dollars, maybe a couple of dollars, like $5, $10, roll it up in a cabbage leaf and nail it on top of the door. So that's supposed to be good luck, supposed to bring in finance and stuff like that. It's supposed to bring in money into the house. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna do that. Uh, Walk around with my empty suitcase. And y'all know what's the other thing? Eating 12 grapes on New Year's Eve. I guess I'm gonna start doing that too. So, um, other than that, man, look, we just gonna have fun for New Year's Eve. Get your whatever you want to bring, your wine, champagne, your cider, whatever how you want to bring in the New Year. Get your bottle, and we gonna toast in the New Year together on December the 31st. Um, yeah, the 12 grades. I read about that. It's supposed to bring you some sort of good luck. Um, but other than that, man, we got some good old stuff coming around. Gonna have some music. That ain't now. If I bring the music, that show ain't gonna be monetized whatsoever. um, and if I am looking at this, uh, these fools might be talking about bringing Ed Reed as a head football coach at Alabama A&M. Mm, what a coincidence! What a coincidence! And also remember in 2025, man. Look, we about to go into a. Oh yeah, Mega Million. I need that. I need to go over to 7-Eleven. Yes, I would eat my grapes under the table so I could be engaged. um, but other than that, man, make sure, man. Look, we gonna go ahead. We going into 2025. And y'all know we going into it um, with a decade as a president again. Um, I hopefully he does it. They ain't talking about death or nothing like that. But I hope they throw his ass in jail before he even put his hand on the Bible. Um, um, I just want to, understand to be clear of mind, be vigilant, uh, and just what I'm saying. We're just going into this year, going to the new year. We're gonna go in on a right note. I don't care about the politics and stuff like that, but we as a community, this community right here, we're gonna go in on a high note. We're gonna go in on the more spiritual note. Uh, but yeah, other than that, we'll see y'all on Tuesday. And Tuesday night, like I said, get your drink ready, whatever you drink, have it ready, whatever you partake in, you can have that ready too. And like I said, we're gonna go into 2025, and everybody else, we can all say,
Fuck them people! Fuck them people!
I'm out this thing. Hey, make sure y'all share this with everybody. Spam it on all social media platforms. Spam this podcast on all social media platforms. 2025, we're gonna go to five. We trying to get 5,000 subscribers. Trying to get 5,000 subscribers for 2025. Um, and other than that, make sure that you like the stream. It helps out the algorithm. Make sure that you share this with folks. It helps out the algorithm. Make sure that you comment. It helps out the algorithm. But most of all, make sure that you subscribe to the channel because it helps out the algorithm. All right. For all the folks that's on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Blue Sky. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on, I would say Snapchat, but I barely use that. And on Facebook. All right. But other than that, y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe. Hug your loved ones. And we out this thing. Be easy. Peace.